What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Micromanagement 2K, and we are back with another rebuild, baby. Today, we are doing the resurrection of the Charlotte Bobcats. Really excited to go in today. I get to handpick the team in the expansion draft, entering the 2004 NBA draft, and I am going to be leading this team to a championship, hopefully here within 5 years. It's an expansion team, so I'm going to give myself a little grace. I'm not going to be too ridiculous with the trades. I want it to be pretty realistic. Injuries are going to be on, but we are going to be doing whatever it takes to bring a championship here in Charlotte under the Bobcats name. Historically speaking, this was one of the worst franchises of all time. We're going to rewrite the history books, and we're going to be seeing a Larry O'Brien trophy held up by the Charlotte Bobcats by the end of this video. So without further ado, let's get right down into it. You already know what it is. It's your boy Dylan. You're watching Micromanagement 2K. Let's go. And I had to do this a little bit weird here. Obviously, you got NBA MyEras, so it only lets you go back and start in like a specific time period. We went back to 2002, and so the way I had to do this was I basically was controlling the New Orleans Hornets, and I simulated 2 years, but I didn't do anything in the offseason. I didn't make any trades. I didn't manage the lineup. I didn't make any roster moves. I just simulated the offseason every time. So basically, I ruined the New Orleans Hornets franchise. They ended up getting Chris Paul in the 05 draft, so they were on their way there anyway. We're changing teams from the Hornets to the Bobcats. This is right as they're entering the league in the expansion. We're entering the 2004 off season. New kid on the block. Everybody's like, the Bobcats, huh? Got all these old logos here. I love it. Let's get right into it. So we get the 4th pick in this year's draft. We gave the Hornets the 1st pick in this Dwight Howard draft class. So they're going to get Dwight Howard. We left the Hornets in shambles. They didn't even win 20 games the last year due to my negligence. Trailblazers 2nd, Hawks 3rd. We get the 4th pick here. Let's get right into it. We need everything. We need a head coach, CFO, assistant GM, a scout, and a doctor. Phil Jackson is out here. Getting Phil Jackson as our coach would be insane. Could bring in the GOAT Michael Stauffer. I'd like to get a real coach though. It'd be kind of foolish not to at least throw Phil Jackson an offer. Be amazing if we can get him on this new team. I'm going to extend the offer to Byron Scott here too. We got rejected on all of them. That's a damn shame. Gonna offer Maurice Cheeks here a contract for $4 million a year out of desperation, man, because it looks like we're not going to be able to get Phil Jackson or Byron Scott. So Maurice Cheeks is mulling over the contract. We filled every other position. We're gonna give an offer to Mike Woodson here for $3.5 million a year before he even became a head coach for the Atlanta Hawks. Both offers got blocked. Still don't have a head coach for these Charlotte Bobcats, man. This is worrisome. We're just gonna have to offer Murray Evans III, and Neil Clark, man. I don't got nobody else. And Murray Evans with a 1-star defensive coaching, 5-star offensive coaching is going to be our head coach. It is a bit worrisome, but it's our first year. Need to get this show on the road. If he doesn't work out, we'll fire him and get a new coach next year. So pre-draft workouts, we got the 4th pick. Dwight Howard's not going to be there, but we'll invite him. Emeka Okafor, Sean Livingston here, Ben Gordon, Devin Harris, Luol Deng, Josh Smith is here, J.R. Smith. We're going to invite all these guys. Jameer Nelson, we'll invite. Kevin Martin will invite. I would say Tony Allen, but mainly a defensive guy, not an offensive weapon. Definitely looking for a star player with this 4th pick to start this franchise off. I'd love to try to get the 1st pick, but we're a brand new franchise. Are we already going to start mortgaging our future to get Dwight Howard here? It may not be a bad idea. Still a very post-centric league. Not a whole lot of space here in the 2000s. Not a whole lot of three-point shooting compared to today. So it's definitely important to have those good interior players. Realistically, I'd like to get Josh Smith here, who's 28th ranked in the draft. He's projected to go 19th, so he should be there at 4 for us. Expansion draft here. You got Christian Laettner, Latrell Sprewell, Tyronn Lue. We don't have to worry about what order we pick these guys because it's just us. So I just kind of want to look at everybody available. Definitely like Ty Lue, Latrell Sprewell, Christian Laettner we will take in. 24-year-old Luke Walton. And they have to be a real player too, so that's going to be another thing. So Christian Laettner will definitely take. Latrell Sprewell will definitely take. Get some vets on this team. Oh shit, I forgot you can't take. Oh my gosh, we should have took Ty Lue. I forgot you can only take one player from each team. I didn't even pay attention to that. So I'm going to take Damon Stoudemire here. Luke Walton. I will take Matt Bonner here. 23-year-old Dante Jones will take as well. Damn it, I'm mad I didn't get Ty Lue. That's okay, though. That's okay. Might as well take Melvin Ely here. Todd McCulloch. Might as well take Howard Isley here. 33-year-old Bo Outlaw we will take in as well. Got 2 more picks, I believe. Sign a 30-year-old Darvin Ham. Why not? He's one of the last real-life players on here. And we'll bring in a 33-year-old Kenny Anderson as well to develop the young guys. Oh, we got more picks. We got 2 more picks. We're going to bring in Chris Mim. We definitely need a shooting guard for sure. So we'll do Jeff Champagnier, even though he's probably not going to work out for the team. And there's your expansion Charlotte Bobcats with Christian Laettner being our best player here. Got a lot of older guys. This is a pretty ugly team. I'm just going to go ahead and say that. So we should be good contenders for the first pick off the gate. Go right into the NBA draft. Can we get this first pick for Dwight Howard? So we can get the first pick. We just have to give up our 06 first rounder, and I don't know about all that. Do we come in out the gate and already start trading first round picks as a brand new team? Or do we just hold out for Josh Smith? Josh Smith was a great player, man. Like, it's not too bad of a trade-off. Obviously, Josh Smith wasn't a Dwight Howard level player, but Josh Smith could be the second, third option on a championship team. Prime Josh Smith for sure. I'm torn, man. Trading a first round pick this early, bro. That pick's coming up in 2 years. 2 years from now, we'll be looking back on seeing if that was a good trade or not. Is Dwight Howard going to lead us to a championship in 2 years? He damn well might. He was getting like 25 and 15 in his prime with 3 blocks a game. Trading a first round pick this early is nuts. Fuck, bro. I'm pretty set in stone on getting Josh Smith at the 4th pick. I think our pick will be higher this upcoming draft, and we may be able to get a Chris Paul. Fingers crossed in that. If we get Dwight Howard, I still don't think we're going to be a great team either way, and I think we'll have a good draft pick next year. It's a lot to mortgage for a young franchise, our first round pick in 2 years, so we're going to let the Hornets get... And they get a Emeka Okafor. What idiots. Can we trade for the 2nd pick? Trailblazers have it. That's what they get. So Hornets get Emeka Okafor. Dwight Howard is still here. Oh yeah, the Clippers won a championship last year in simulation, by the way. So Melvin Ely, he's got a ring here with the Clippers. I think I'm going to take this offer, though. We got to give up Howard Isley, which is our best point guard. And they get Melvin Ely, but we'll have our center for the future in Dwight Howard. So giving up Melvin Ely and Howard Isley in this trade, and our 4th pick for Portland's 2nd pick, and Ruben Patterson, a good defensive piece coming in from Portland. Gives us some better wing depth for sure. We are going to take it. And your Charlotte Bobcats are on the clock with Dwight Howard on the board. We are going to get Dwight Howard with the 2nd overall pick, ladies and gentlemen. We have our center for the future. That's crazy, dog. That's crazy. Wow. So we get Dwight at the 2nd pick. Luol Deng going to the Hawks here. Let's see who the Blazers get. They get Devin Harris. Josh Smith going 6 to the Rockets. Jameer Nelson going to the Knicks. That's pretty cool too. We got another pick too in the 2nd round. Bringing in a 19-year-old Darrell Wright. That's going to be your draft, folks. Wow. We get Dwight Howard. And wow, what idiots, man. What idiots. They get Emeka Okafor, who ended up playing for the Bobcats. But instead we get Dwight. So let's go. Rookie sign-in, of course, we're going to sign both these guys here. We'll accept Matt Bonner and Luke Walton's team option and Dante Jones. Keeping all of the young guys here. So we have a full roster now after that, and everybody's under contract. We have a lot of guys in the last year of their contract. Christian Laettner, Latrell Sprewell, Kenny Anderson, Damon Stoudemire, Luke Walton on the last year of his deal, Matt Bonner. So we're going to have work to do this upcoming offseason. We could work on some extensions now. I'd like to see first who we want to keep and go from there. We got Ruben Patterson here for the next 3 years. Could be a trade piece. Let me look at our cap situation. So yeah, way over the cap. We brought in a bunch of high contract guys. I wasn't factoring in how big these contracts were in this point in time. We're not going to be able to do anything in free agency. See if we can get off of Bo Outlaw's contract. And the Warriors willing to give me a 05 and 06 second round pick for Bo Outlaw. I think we'll go ahead and do that. Get off that contract. He's making $7 million. Give more room for our young power forwards to play here. So we're going to bring in a 39-year-old Mark Jackson as our third point guard. We got 2 second-round picks for Bo Outlaw, and we pick up Mark Jackson. Not bad. So let's look into player progression, see how much our older players regressed. Kenny Anderson's a 69. Damon Stoudemire's a 68. Mark Jackson's a 68. Our point guard spot is in shambles. Darvin Ham's a 65. Dante Jones is a 70 now, 72 for Luke Walton, 73 for Matt Bonner. Jeff Champagnier's 73. Latrell Sprewell's down to a 73. Christian Leitner's down to a 75. And our second best player is Ruben Patterson. This is a bad team, just straight up. This is a bad team, man. Our point guard spot is disgusting. Shooting guard spot is disgusting. Even though I am excited to see how Dante Jones develops here. Small forward's our second best position behind center. I actually like our center depth a lot. And our power forward spot isn't too bad with Leitner there and Bonner and Luke Walton behind him. Essentially, it's going to be a tank year. Hopefully, we can get Chris Paul in the next year's draft. They're projecting us as the 30th pick. That's got to be wrong. Looking to some mentorship here. Luke Walton getting mentored by Christian Leitner seems fitting. I actually see Matt Bonner getting mentored by Christian Leitner going a little bit better. We can up Matt Bonner's shifty shooter badge with Christian Leitner, so we're going to opt to do that. We'll also give him post-fade phenom, and we'll give him break starter as well. Latrell Sprewell giving Darrell Wright that set shot specialist badge. It's crazy Ruben Patterson can mentor. I guess we got to wait till he's in his 30s. So we'll get Mark Jackson to mentor Dante Jones, give him dimer and versatile visionary. That's all I got. Doesn't make sense, but we're going to run it. We're running a pretty weird lineup here to start off the year, but I'm trying to make it as balanced as possible and play our young guys. So we're starting Kenny Anderson at the point, Champagnir at the 2, Ruben Patterson at the 3 getting 30 minutes, Leitner at the 4 getting 27. Dwight's only going to get 31. Kind of want him to have a smooth rookie season, not battle too many injuries, not get too fatigued. Latrell Sprewell is our 6th man. He's going to get 24 minutes. 19 for Matt Bonner. Really want him to develop that shot and be a role player on this team. Chris Mim going to be our backup center, getting 17 minutes. 15 going to the young Dante Jones here. 15 to Damon Stoudemire as our backup point. And 12 going to a young Darrell Wright here. Probably should be playing McCulloch and Luke Walton here, but want to play our young guys like we said. Keeping everything neutral here with the Murray Evans as our head coach. This is going to be a pretty ugly year. We're running a post-centric system. This isn't the greatest shooting team, so I can agree with that. Let Dwight get all the points, and we're off to the races. I'm just going to let CPU adjust rotation. I'm not going to spend too much on this year. Dante Jones has a broken forearm, 4 to 6 weeks. Fan interest is at 100%, even though we're 10 and 35. Today is the trade deadline. We're 10 and 36. We'll look at some player stats real quick. Dwight Howard getting 19 points, 10 rebounds, 2 blocks. Love to see it. Latrell Sprewell been our second leading scorer. Definitely would like to make some trades because a lot of these guys we're not going to keep. And we can get Jeff Champagnir for Skip to My Lou. I'm almost definitely going to do that. And we'll have to re-sign him, but way better than what we're getting at the point guard spot. So bringing in Rafer Alston from the Lakers. Did end up playing with Dwight Howard on the Magic. So we get a little bit better at point guard, which we very much needed. Let's trade one of these older point guards. For whatever reason, Damon Stoudemire still has really good trade value. And so it's giving me all these wacky offers. So I think that's the only deal we're going to make is bringing in Rafer Alston. We're still trying to be a tank team. Just definitely needed to get better at the point guard spot. Rafer Alston definitely going right into that starting point guard role. Here's your lineup, man, for the rest of the year. Rafer Alston, Dante Jones, Ruben Patterson, Christian Leitner, and Dwight Howard. Sprewell we're putting back as our 6th man. McCulloch, while we wait on Mim to get back, is going to be our backup center. Kenny Anderson here, Matt Bonner, and Darrell Wright finishing out the lineup. We're at the All-Star break here. Dwight Howard making on the rookie team. LeBron wins the dunk contest in this simulation. And Peja Stojakovic with the Kings over there winning the three-point contest. East All-Stars did beat the West this year. Here's your East lineup with AI leading the way. Dwight Howard making it on the All-Star team as a rookie. Awesome. So Bobcats do get an All-Star despite the terrible season we're having. West All-Star lineup here. Let's finish out this year, man. We're last in the power rankings, last in the East. Let's go get that first pick, baby. Let's go get Chris Paul. Dwight dealing with an ankle sprain 4 to 6 weeks for the rest of the season, so we're probably not going to win another game. Christian Laettner is refusing to re-sign. Latrell Sprewell is going to retire. Darvin Ham's refusing. Damon Stoudemire's refusing. A lot of these guys we were just going to let go anyway. So everything's going to plan. We're not preparing ourselves to be a great team next year. We're an expansion team, damn it. So it's going to be tough. But we got Dwight Howard. That's all I got to say. We got Skip to my Lou as well, so it's not all doom and gloom. Get Dwight Howard back right before the end of the year. Start winning some games. We won 4 of our last 5 games when Dwight Howard was back, so ending our season on a high note. LeBron getting MVP here with 31 points a game, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. Dwight Howard getting Rookie of the Year with 18.5 points and 10 rebounds, 2 blocks and a steal. Boris Diaw getting 6th Man of the Year with the Bucks. LeBron getting Depoy. Rafer Alston getting Most Improved Player, bringing him in as our starting point guard. He got 12 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, and a steal. So we get 2 award winners this year. Not bad. Brad Nelson with the Heat getting Coach of the Year with 64 wins. Nathan Hill getting Executive of the Year. And wait, LeBron's on the Heat on here. This is 2004. I'm thinking I'm in the LeBron era, and I'm so confused. LeBron's supposed to be on the Cavs, and they got him on the Heat prematurely here. Wow. All-NBA first team, you got Dwayne Wade, AI, LeBron, Tim Duncan, and Shaq. All-NBA second team, you got Gilbert Arenas on that Miami Heat squad as well. That's an interesting duo. Jason Kidd as well on here. Chris Bosh with the Trailblazers. Dirk Nowitzki and Yao Ming. All-NBA third team, you got Vince Carter, Kobe Bryant, 26-year-old Kobe on here. Jermaine O'Neal, Chris Webber, and Marcus Camby on All-NBA third team. All defensive first team, you had Jason Kidd, Kobe, LeBron, AK-47, Andre Kirilenko, Yao Ming to finish out that defensive team. All defensive second team, you had Shaq, Chris Bosh, Tim Duncan, Ron Artest, and Dwayne Wade. All rookie first team, you had Dwight Howard, Chris Humphries, Devin Harris, Luol Deng, and Emeka Okafor. Emeka Okafor averaged 9 points and 8.5 rebounds. The Hornets are idiots. All rookie second team, you had Jameer Nelson, Rafael Arroyo, Mac Palmer, Royal Ivy, Ahmed Haddadi. So yeah, we won 17 games. So not the worst team of all time, but one of them for sure. Put up 91 points a game. I'm not even going to look at the team stats. It was just awful. A worst record in the league by far. Next worst was the Hawks with 21 wins. Grizzlies beat the Cavs in the championship with Paul Gasol winning Finals MVP. Hold up. Who do the Cavs have? Because they don't have LeBron anymore. So the Cavaliers, they have Elton Brand, Carmelo Anthony, Ilgauskas, Ricky Davis. I didn't pay attention to the 2 years I had to simulate to get here. But yeah, the Miami Heat drafted LeBron first overall in 2003. Wow. So the Heat with Gilbert Arenas, LeBron James, Caron Butler here, Eddie Jones, Alonzo Mourning, could not get past the Cavaliers. Who do the Grizzlies have? So the Cavs have Elton Brand and Melo. Grizzlies with Pau Gasol, Shane Battier. They have Dwayne Wade, who got drafted here 5th overall. It's an interesting roster. So Grizzlies getting a championship over there, man. Beating the Cavs. You got Hakeem Olajuwon is retiring. He was a free agent this year. If I saw him, I would have picked him up for sure. Gary Payton's 36, 79 overall. We'll keep him in the league one more year. Everyone else, we will say goodbye to. Sam Cassell retiring as well. Hakeem Olajuwon going to the Hall of Fame, of course. First ballot. Sean Kipp getting his jersey retired. No Hakeem Olajuwon jersey retirement. That's interesting. Historic changes. This is the year that high school players are no longer allowed into the league. You have to do at least 1 year of college or international play. Got some rebrands as well with the Pistons, Pacers, and Celtics. So draft lottery here, we're going to have the odds of the number 1 pick. We got a 25% chance of hitting it. I never, ever hit these lotteries, so we're just going to keep our fingers crossed, man. I'm going to walk away. I'm going to walk away is what I'm going to do. I'm going to walk away and I'm going to let it do its thing because I can't watch. All right, I have to watch. I have to watch. All I know is I better not get screwed on this pick, man. I better not get screwed this time on this pick. It cannot happen this time. It cannot happen. So the Magic get the 7th pick and all of a sudden the Jazz get leaped into the top 3. I don't understand how that works. But that's the type of shit I see. Anytime I see that, I think I'm going to get screwed over out my first pick. Every time, bro. Every time. Every time I get the first pick odds, bro, I get the fourth pick. This is why I hate tanking. The Jazz leapfrogged us. They were outside of the top 3. We were odds for the first. And watch, the Jazz are fixing to get the first pick, bro. I swear to God. Jazz and the Spurs left. Jazz had a 6.3% chance of getting the first pick, and they land the first pick. We get outside the top 3, bro. We had a 25% chance. I never get lucky with this shit, bro. I never get lucky. All right, I'm done bitching. We get the 4th pick. I'm pissed. We still got all of our staff here. Not a very impressive selection of head coaches here. None that are really interested as well. We'll give our coach one more year. And damn it, bro, I wanted CP3 so bad. Still got guys like Danny Granger here. There's some good picks. Darren Williams. We'll invite Raymond Felton. Marvin Williams is here. We'll invite him. Lou Williams, Gerald Green, Andrew Bogut's way down here. Chuck Hayes is in this draft. Monte Ellis, Gortat. And it's going to be hard to get Chris Paul in here, man. It's going to be hard to get that first pick again. Really, we got the 2nd pick last year is what happened. So we're in the same position as last year. We had the 4th pick last year. We have the 4th pick this year, even though we should have had the 1st. Let's see what the freaking Jazz want for that first pick. They got Steve Nash, Andre Miller, so they could use it for sure. No offers were found. What about the 2nd pick from the Spurs? Spurs are willing to give us the 2nd pick if we give up Ruben Patterson in the 4th pick. They'll also give us a lottery protected 2007 first rounder. I'm gonna go ahead and take that. So we're getting active in these drafts for sure. We have no other choice. So Chris Paul is projected to go first in 2 out of 3 drafts. My main thing is they have 2 good point guards. So is the logic for them gonna be like, oh, we're gonna get a power forward because we need a power forward? And Brandon Bass is there. The Suns did get a Emeka Okafor, so like anything's possible. They got Andre Miller, they got Steve Nash, they got a young Mo Williams. So them drafting another point guard doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But let's just see what they want. If we give them our 2nd rounder next year, we can get Chris Paul. I think we need to do that just to secure Chris Paul. Let's go into this draft. We have the 1st pick. We are going to get CP3 here. No ifs, ands, or buts. So Chris Paul pairing him up with Dwight Howard. Welcome to the team. Wow. And the Jazz do get Brandon Bass. Raymond Felton going to the Hawks here. Marvin Williams going to the Spurs. Darren Williams going to the Sonics. So if we kept that 4th pick, we could have had Darren Williams. Much rather have CP3. Danny Granger going to my Orlando Magic. Pair him up with T-Mac. Gerald Green going to the Warriors. We have the 1st pick of the 2nd round. Andrew Bogut is here, y'all. What the fuck? 1st pick of the 2005 draft is here at the 1st pick of the 2nd round. I really don't have a choice. Like, who am I going to get? Ryan Gomes? Like, Ronnie Turioff? I have to get Bogut. As a backup to Dwight? Come on. This isn't even realistic, man. This is crazy. I almost don't want to do it just because it's like, it almost feels like cheating. I'm going to take Andrew Bogut. Fuck it. We have to, right? Like, we get Andrew Bogut. That's crazy. And we have another 2nd round pick here. I'm going to go Nate Robinson here, man. We're going to shore up that point guard spot. We are done with this draft, ladies and gentlemen. So, wow, what a nice draft for us. We do land Chris Paul here. Some GMs were smoking rocks and they let Andrew Bogut go all the way to the 2nd round. That makes up for us not getting the 1st pick in the draft lottery. He's got 7 badges as a rookie. If anything, he'll be great trade value later on. Signing all of our rookies here, we will accept Darrell Wright's team option. We will extend Dante Jones, Luke Walton, and Matt Bonner, all give them qualifying offers. I would like to bring all of them back just because they are young. Last year was an outlier. I'm not going to take too much from their stats. Moratorium. We got $60 million in cap holds. See what that's all about. Christian Leitner, we will let go. Latrell Sprewell, we will take off cap holds. Damon Stoudemire as well. Mark Jackson, Darvin Ham. Kenny Anderson will take off cap holds too. We'll leave the rest of those guys there though. So we have $21 million in cap with $5 million in cap holds. We can essentially get anybody. There's a 33-year-old Shaq who's out here. Not going to bring him in with Dwight Howard. Definitely don't want to do that. I would like to use this cap room to fill out this team. We'll go ahead and give Gerald Wallace an offer for sure. 4 years, $4.5 million. Rafer Alston only wants 1.85 million. We only got 7 guys rostered, so we got to be really careful about what we do here. We're good at center for sure. Let's go ahead and look into trading Mim and McCullough. They're both making a little bit too much to be staying on this team. Cavaliers are willing to give us an 08 first round pick and an 06 second rounder for Chris Mim. We get our second rounder back and we get to free up some cap. I like it. We're already good at the center spot. Not getting the greatest offers for McCullough. I am getting offered a top 3 protected first from the Bucks and a second rounder, a swap worst. We'll take it. Frees up like 10 million in cap, so we have 31 million in cap room now. Michael Redd is out here. 25-year-old Michael Redd. We have to give him an offer, huh? 4 years, 12.25 million. 25-year-old Lamar Odom got a finals MVP 2 seasons ago in 2004 with the Clippers the year before this when I was simulating with the Hornets. He was on crack though. Zach Randolph will be crazy though. And we are in a very post-centric league still, coming off an 18-14 season in Portland. Him and Dwight Howard together, talk about dominating the paint. And the rebounding would be insane. It'd be cool if we could bring in both Abdul Rahim and Michael Redd. That's more so the fit I see happening. Being able to space the floor more, a little bit more versatile defense on the perimeter. Bucks offering him 5 years, 68 million. That's a really good offer. Abdul Rahim, let's go ahead and give him an offer. I like to only give him a 2-year offer. He is 28, make it 12.5 million though. We used all our offers today. Gerald Wallace will agree. Michael Redd signs with the Bucks. Abdul Rahim signs with the Hawks. So I will extend offers to Richard Jefferson. I think 4 years, 12.3 million is solid for him. Zach Randolph being 24, we're going to give him the same offer we gave Richard Jefferson. Richard Jefferson getting a lot of offers. 5 years, 70 million from the Nets. We're the next best offer, but he's probably going to accept that Nets contract for sure. I imagine Zach Randolph accepts our deal. We'll give Lamar Odom an offer. It's all our offers today, so let's see what they say. So Zach Randolph agrees, Lamar Odom agrees, and Gerald Wallace agree. It looks like Richard Jefferson's going to sign with the Nets, so this is going to be our best option for this year. Should we do the Lamar Odom one, though, when we have Gerald Wallace? Definitely bringing in Gerald Wallace. That's not the question here. When I think of the Charlotte Bobcats, I think of Gerald Wallace, so it's only fitting we bring him in here with Dwight Howard and Chris Paul. My gut's telling me Lamar Odom, but my heart's telling me Zach Randolph. We're going to take Zach Randolph just because I like the trajectory more, and I think it's going to be a hell of a team. We're going to be the best rebounding team in the league without a doubt. Zach Randolph has a really good mid-range as well, and this is an era where the mid-range is alive and well. Mid-range is kind of making a comeback too in today's league. So the only concern now I have is shooting guard. Quentin Richardson's out here, Corey Maggette. We're going to give them both a contract offer here. I just want to do 2 years for each of them though and see if they'll accept it. So about $8 million a year, 2 years for Quentin Richardson, about 7 for Corey Maggette on 2 years. Be happy with either or of those guys. Kind of a similar skill set. Corey Maggette agrees. This team is looking beautiful. Love that cap room that we had. We still got $7 million in cap to work with. Gonna offer 25-year-old Reggie Evans a contract here. Definitely will shore us up as the best rebounding team in the league, I believe. With Andrew Bogut coming off the bench, that's insane. So 2 years, 1.35 million for Reggie Evans. Need some shooting guard depth as well. Quentin Richardson is still out here. We technically have just enough cap room to do it. He didn't accept our offer initially. It's still out there though for him and he's interested. Rafer Alston wants 1.85 million. We'll give him that for 2 years. Hopefully he accepts that. Really liked what he did for this team last year. 28-year-old Raja Bell is out here. Only won $500,000. Nice 3-and-D too that we could bring in. I really like that actually. He's got 8 badges as well. Yeah, let's give Raja Bell an offer. Give him a 1-year minimum offer. Changing Zach Randolph's position from a center to a power forward doesn't affect his overall, as it shouldn't. I don't have any more offers, so let's go into next week. Quentin Richardson wants to sign now. We will reject that. Let's go ahead and offer Dante Jones. Want to give Dante Jones a 2-year, $750K offer, a little bit better than the minimum right now, just to have him on a 2-year deal. And we might as well give Deshaun Stevenson an offer since we have the cap. I'm just going to give him a 2-year offer for $5.15 million. Rajah Bell will sign, renounce the rights on Matt Bonner, even though I like Matt Bonner a lot, and he's a great shooter, man. 91 3-point shot on here. He just wasn't gelling well in this system, so we'll have to let him go. Morris Peterson, 3-and-D wing, can compete in that small forward spot. About a 37% 3-point shooter for his career. I hate to bring in guys that are just going to take minutes from Gerald Wallace. We have the cap room, so we should use it. Let's offer Morris Peterson a contract for 2 years, $5.75 million. So Rafer Alston, Morris Peterson, and Reggie Evans all are going to sign here. Leaves us with $641,000 in cap. We still got 3 roster spots. Waiting on Dante Jones. He's not getting any offers, so we'll probably get him back. But we should probably get our best player we can before we go over the cap. And it might as well be Birdman, right? 2 years, $2.5 million. So Dante Jones is going to sign here. Luke Walton, we are going to match the 1-year, $1.63 million deal. I don't really know why I'm doing that, though. Deshaun Stevenson finally accepting the deal, but we've way moved on past that, so have no choice but to decline it. Should we match the Luke Walton deal? I don't think he's really going to pan out here. We got Reggie Evans, Andrew Bogut, Zach Randolph, and Dwight Howard. So realistically, how much playing time is he going to get? Yeah, I don't want to match it. Go ahead and move on, Luke Walton. We will bring back Dante Jones, though. 2 more roster spots now. Just need a backup third power forward. Probably should have took the Luke Walton deal now I'm thinking about it, because who am I going to get now for that third power forward? Gonna get this guy, Jerome Moiso. Jerome. I don't know what the apostrophe over the E is, but Jerome. Gonna offer him a 1-year deal. Only gonna extend him a minimum. Need to be prepared to bring in a third center as well. Gonna give Eaton Thomas a 1-year, $2.3 million offer. So both those guys are gonna sign here. And that is your team, man. Much better looking than last season for sure. Zach Randolph, CP3, Dwight Howard being our big 3 here. Chris Paul in his rookie year, 81 overall. Dwight Howard entering year 2. I'm excited, man. Birdman was going to accept, but he took too long, so we moved on. Zach Randolph progressing 1 overall. He's an 84 coming into the season. Dwight Howard jumping 3 overall to an 82. Corey Maggette staying the same. Morris Peterson regressing 1. Gerald Wallace going up 1 to a 76. Eaton Thomas regressing to a 75. I'm excited. Let's get right into it. So Rafer Alston mentoring Nate Robinson, getting him ankle assassin, strong handle, and set shot specialist. Can't get anybody to mentor Darrell Wright, unfortunately. I wonder if Eaton Thomas can mentor Bogut here. Yeah, not really. So unfortunately, that's going to be the only mentorship that we can do. Strange, but it is what it is. Our starting lineup is going to be CP3 at the point guard spot with 33 minutes, giving Corey Maggette 31 at that 2 spot. Morris Peterson getting 27 at the 3, 33 for Zach Randolph, 33 for Dwight Howard. 27 to go into Gerald Wallace as our 6th man. I definitely see him at some point in this season taking that spot from Morris Peterson. Giving Bogut 17 minutes. Going to let him get that development there as that backup center. 15 going to Rafer Alston. 12 going to Rajah Bell. And 12 going to Reggie Evans. We are about to dominate these boards, ladies and gentlemen. I love this team. Gonna keep everything neutral like we did last year. Lastly, look at system proficiency. We're 3 stars with that post-centric. It says we're 3.5 stars with 7 seconds. I don't think that's the move, though. We are gonna stay with post-centric. We are off to the races. Starting off pretty good, 11-6. Today is the trade deadline. We're just gonna keep the team as is, man. I wanna see how we do anyway. 35-15 at the All-Star break. That's 2nd in the conference. We're 5th in the power rankings. 1 game back behind the Cavaliers. It's a wild transformation. J.R. Smith wins the 3-point contest over there in Utah this season. LeBron winning the dunk contest back-to-back. If only we got that in real life. Sophomores killing the rookies this season. Dwight Howard on that sophomore team. Chris Paul on that rookie team. East All-Stars do beat the West this year. No Dwight Howard. No Chris Paul. No Zach Randolph. No anybody. Nobody from your Bobcats, man. That's crazy. Here's your West All-Star lineup here too, by the way. Rajah Bell has a strained right hip. He's out 4 to 6 weeks. Finish out this season here. LeBron James getting an MVP with the Miami Heat here. Chris Paul getting Rookie of the Year. So we get back-to-back Rookies of the Year on the Bobcats. He averaged 17 and 10 in his rookie season, along with the steal and a half. Boris Diaw back-to-back Sixth Man of the Year. LeBron getting Depoy. J.R. Smith getting Most Improved over there with the Jazz. Mason Yee, the coach of the Cavaliers, getting Coach of the Year with 56 wins. Even though we had a better record, our coach probably should have got it, but I digress. Cavs get Executive of the Year as well. Tracy McGrady, All-NBA First Team. Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, KG, and Yao Ming. Dwight Howard getting on All-NBA Second Team despite not making the All-Star team with Carmelo Anthony, Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, and Jason Kidd. All-NBA Third Team, you had Kobe Bryant, Gilbert Arenas, Chris Bosh, Dirk, and Marcus Camby. All-Defensive First Team, you had Kobe, Jason Kidd, LeBron, AK-47, and Yao Ming. All-Defensive Second Team, you had Ron Artest, Tracy McGrady, Chris Bosh, Tim Duncan, and Ben Wallace. All rookie first team, you got Chris Paul on there, Darren Williams, Kurt Wade, who I think is auto-generated, Raymond Felton, and Brandon Bass. All rookie second team, you had Danny Granger on there, Sherrod Ford, Chuck Hayes, Andre Blatch, and Jarrett Jack. We are the first seed. We're going up against these Chicago Bulls here. Let's take a look at team stats and player stats first. Starting off with player stats. Dwight Howard led us in scoring. Zach Randolph actually led us in rebounding, though. So kind of taken away from Dwight Howard's potential rebounds he could be getting, but it is what it is. Dwight Howard, though, 18 and 10 with 2 blocks and a steal, shot almost 60%. Chris Paul, we saw his stats, shot over 50%. Zach Randolph here in year one. Behind these two young guys was our third option, even though he's the more established player at this point in time. He got 15 points, 13 rebounds a game, though, on 49% shooting. Corey Maggette came in, started 71 games for us, 15 points a game, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, shot 40% from 3 on 2 attempts, 46 from the field. Morris Peterson getting 12 points a game in that starting lineup, started all 82, shot 33% from 3, 46 from the field. Rafer Alston as our backup point guard got 11 points, 5 assists on 45% shooting, 35 from 3. Gerald Wallace coming off the bench primarily this year, getting 9 points, 4 rebounds, a steal, half a block on 47% shooting. Bogut in his rookie season on 17 minutes, he got 7 points, 6 rebounds, and 1.2 blocks. Almost 60% from the field. Nate Robinson played in 10 games, didn't do that great. Raja Bell played a lot, but that 3-point shooting was way down, way below what we needed. Way below what we needed to be. Raja Bell shooting 23% from 3 just cannot happen. Reggie Evans, he played a lot of games. He played all 82, got about 12 minutes a game, and got 5 boards for us. So if we didn't lead the league in rebounds, I'll be shocked. Let's look at those team stats. So your Bobcats, in the second year of its inception, getting the 4th best offense in the league with 109 points per game, allowing just 99.7 points per game. That was second best defense behind the Cavs. We had a 9.4 point differential, which was first in the league. Second best field goal percentage at 49%. The worst free throw shooting team at 68%, so got to work on that. We got 19 offensive rebounds a game. That was first. And we were first in total rebounds with 55.7. So dominated the boards here, just like we planned. We were middle of the pack in assists, steals, and blocks. Middle of the pack in points off turnovers. Second in second chance points with 14.2. First in points in the paint with 50.6. And we had the best opponent 3-point percentage at 33%. Really solid team. We'll see how we fare in these playoffs. We're going up against the 8th seeded Bulls, who have Tyson Chandler, Kmart, Donyell Marshall, J.R. Bremer, Marquise Daniels. They got Jalen Rose, who will be missing these playoffs. They got a young Ben Gordon. They got a Manu Ginobili, who's hurt. He has a spinal injury, so they're going to be missing him and Jalen Rose. 2 crucial parts of their team. Definitely think we're better than them. Chris Paul, saying he's day-to-day. He's got the green light. We'll go ahead and play him. So we're going to start off these playoffs running a 9-man rotation. I haven't really played ET. I'm not going to start playing him now. Raja Bell is hurt, so really just the same lineup, just without Raja Bell. We're going to rely on Rafer Alston to kind of take care of those backup point guard and shooting guard minutes. CP3, Zach Randolph, Dwight Howard all getting 35 minutes. Maggette getting 31. Peterson getting 27. 27 for Gerald Wallace as a 6th man. 19 to Rafer Alston, 19 to Bogut, and 12 to Reggie Evans. Let's go at least win a playoff series or 2. So we get the close victory here in game 1, 111 to 103. Chris Paul with 27 and 12. 22 and 10 for Zach Randolph, 16 and 9 for Dwight Howard. Love to see it. Bulls take us in overtime here in game 2. They win by 2 points. Corey Maggette leading us in scoring this time. They had Kmart go off for 32 points. Kill him in game 3, bounce back. CP3 with 32 and 11, showing out in his rookie season in his first playoffs. Morris Peterson's a little banged up, so we'll just give more minutes to Gerald Wallace, easy peasy. Give Morris Peterson 4 less minutes. Let him recover a little bit. Win by 1 point to go up 3-1. Did not want to tie it up 2-2 there. 20 and 11 for Zach Randolph, 19 and 12 for Chris Paul, 14 and 10 for Dwight Howard. Loving this big 3. We've been getting these narrow victories, so really good playoff experience we're getting here. We win the series 4-1. Dwight Howard leading the way this time with 26 and 11. 22 for Corey Maggette, 15 and 14 for Chris Paul. He's averaging 22 and 12 in these playoffs. And we move on. We are going to play the Gilbert Arenas LeBron James Miami Heat here. They also have Caron Butler, Eddie Jones. Not too deep though. Besides that, they got Alonzo Mourning here still. Without making any adjustments, let's see how we do in this first game. So we kill him in game 1, 114 to 91, 23 and 14 for CP3, 20 points, 12 rebounds for Zach Randolph. Corey Maggette getting 18 and 9. Dwight Howard having a quiet game. It seems like with either one or the other, Zach Randolph or Dwight Howard, if one of them has a good game, the other has a quiet game. I don't love that. Let's see how we do in game 2. So the Heat bounced back in game 2. We had a really good fourth quarter, almost came back, but LeBron James putting up 33, 10 and 7. Lose another close one here. Gilbert going off for 34, 6 and 9. We lose another close one. We're down 3-1 now. Corey Maggette leading the way in scoring. I'm going to put in ET instead of Reggie Evans and kind of split minutes between him and Bogut. I don't even think that's a better adjustment, but I'm just trying something different. Reggie Evans isn't doing a lot in that lineup anyway. Ooh, we win a close one, 112 to 111. We're still in it. We're still in it here against this Miami Heat. LeBron with 36 points. That big 3 over there is just too much. CP3 with 35 points this game. Really showing up his rookie year in these playoffs. ET grabbing 10 boards in there. Gerald Wallace fouled out. 100 to 82. We take him to game 7. Corey Maggette leading the way in scoring for us. 25 rebounds for Zach Randolph. Holy shit. ET putting up 6 and 6. Doing well since we put him in there. He's basically running the 4. I'm not going to make any adjustments. We've done well the past 2 games. It was neck and neck the whole game, but Heat barely scrape it out in the end. Outscore us in the 4th. Miami Heat move on, but what a valiant effort here by rookie Chris Paul. 34 points and 9 assists in this last game. Averaged 22 and 12 these playoffs. 22 and 12 in the playoffs as a rookie is nuts. Morris Peterson got a pretty serious injury in that last game. Torn right MCL to finish out his season. So that may be hampering him going into next year, which isn't good. But we do have Gerald Wallace. Really proud of the team. We were very young and still had some developing to do. So I would have been very shocked if we made it to the finals and even won a finals. We were getting close there, so I was getting a little excited. But we lose to 7 to the Miami Heat. It's going to be Miami versus Cleveland out in the East. Memphis versus the Suns out in the West. Let's see if we get a finals rematch here. And the Cavs win the championship, beating the Suns. And Elton Brand is your finals MVP. Wow. Let me look at that Cavs roster again. Oh yeah, Melo, Elton Brand, Ilgauskas. So Melo getting a championship before LeBron in this world. Who do the Suns have too? And the Suns with Amari Stoudemire, Joe Johnson, Stephon Marbury, Mike Miller, Varejao. They got a squad over there. So going to have to watch out for them as well. Great year. Heading into year 3. Got some player retirements. Mark Jackson retires. Christian Laettner, Latrell Sprewell. All former Bobcats here. Charlie Ward's retiring. Tony Kukoc, Rick Fox. Bo Outlaw, former Bobcat here. Not going to override any of these guys. Going to override Larry Brown's retirement. Terry Porter. Want to keep as many head coaches in here as we can. So with historic changes coming up into this next year, we have a rebrand. Nothing too crazy as far as historic changes go. We have a rebrand for the Bucks, the Wizards, and the Rockets this upcoming season. Draft lottery here. 76ers get the first pick. But whenever we get the odds for the first pick, we get fourth. But when the 76ers, when they have the odds for the first, they get first. No problem. But other than that, we do have our own pick. It is going to be the 30th pick in this year's draft. Still got all of our staff here on 2-year deals left. This head coach, Murray Evans, man, he's done us good. I think with that type of progression from year 1 to year 2, you can't fire him. So to keep it realistic, we're going to keep everybody on this staff. This is the Andrea Bargnani pick. He was the first overall pick in this draft. You got LaMarcus Aldridge here. He's projected to go 5th. I'm just going to go right into the draft. Not going to do any pre-draft workouts. See what we can get. And Andrea Bargnani, repeating history here, going first overall to the 76ers. He wasn't a bad player. He just wasn't first overall pick worthy. If anybody was the first overall pick, it's this guy, LaMarcus Aldridge, going to the Knicks. And the Denver Nuggets get Brandon Roy at 3. Another big what-if player, ended up facing a lot of injuries. Him and LaMarcus Aldridge ended up playing together in Portland. And the Knicks they trade LaMarcus Aldridge to get Rudy Gay. I don't get that. Rondo going to the Celtics, very fitting. Kyle Lowry going to the Raptors, very fitting. My Magic making a terrible draft pick. I'm going to go with Craig Smith here at the power forward spot. We kind of need some power forward depth. Didn't really like Reggie Evans in that spot. PJ Tucker is still here in the 2nd round. So I will select PJ Tucker here just to have some fun. PJ Tucker, welcome to the Bobcats. One of the last picks in the 2nd round. Steve Novak is here. Steve Novak, welcome to the team. Would have been cool if we snuck up in that top 20, maybe grab JJ Redick there, but that's okay. Rookie signing, we'll go ahead and accept all these rookie offers here. 69 overall Steve Novak and PJ Tucker, 71 overall Craig Smith. Accepting all of our player options on Bogut, Dwight Howard, and Nate Robinson. Do want to extend Darrell Wright a qualifying offer. Probably not going to have a whole lot of room for anybody else. Yeah, if we bring back Darrell Wright, we have no room for anyone else here. And I'm honestly okay with that. Don't have a whole lot of cap room anyway. We're $3 million under the cap, $3.5 million. So we would have only been able to get minimum guys anyway. So I think it's good we utilized our draft picks. Could bring in a 23-year-old Ben Gordon. It says we have the room to do that. I don't like what Rajah Bell brought us last season. I think Ben Gordon would definitely bring us more production. He's only been a pro 2 years now. I really liked him when he was on the Pistons. Darrell Wright's probably not going to see a minute on this team as much as we like to hang on to him because he is one of our OG drafted players. But we only got one roster spot. Realistically, we should probably use it on the shooting guard spot. So I'm going to throw Ben Gordon an offer, $2 million a year for 2 years. Ben Gordon, welcome to the team. Some huge progression coming from Chris Paul, who's now our best player. He jumps 7 overall to an 88 rating in his 2nd year. Zach Randolph jumps 1 to an 85. Dwight Howard jumps 2 to an 84. Corey Maggette, 82. Morris Peterson jumped 1 to a 79. Gerald Wallace staying the same, surprisingly, at that 76 overall. Bogut jumps 2 to a 75. Ben Gordon jumps 1 to a 75. Nate Robinson hops 1. Reggie Evans goes down 1. Dante Jones progresses 1. And then we got our 3 rookies here. You love to see it? Let's keep it going. Very similar rotation as last year. 35 going to Chris Paul, 29 to Corey Maggette, 27 to Morris Peterson, 33 to Zach Randolph, 33 to Dwight, 25 going to Gerald Wallace as our 6th man, 19 going to Ben Gordon as like our co-6th man, 17 to Bogut, 13 to Skip to Mylou, and 11 to Reggie Evans. Let's see how we do starting out with that lineup. Let's play physical defense this year. Let's ramp up the defense a little bit. We did really good with that system proficiency, and we're even a higher rating now at 3.5 stars. Saying 7 seconds is still a good fit too. Really like that post-centric for us though, especially in this time period. We will get Rafer Alston to mentor Nate Robinson again, give him strong handle, ankle assassin, and set shot specialist. So we'll get Reggie Evans to mentor Craig Smith here. And that's going to be the only ones we can do. We're off to the races. It is the trade deadline. We're 30 and 14. It's doing that weird 2K shit. Just one of those weird glitches that 2K has with these MyEras rebuilds after a while. So really we should be third, but we're fifth in the East. We're second in the power rankings though. Look at our stats real quick. I mean, I'm loving what I'm seeing. We're going to go through the trade deadline. Even though we got Maggette and Peterson on the last year of their deals, I think we could win the chip this year. We weren't too far last year. Looking at the All-Stars here, no Chris Paul, no Zach Randolph, no Dwight Howard. West All-Star lineup here. No Bobcats this year. Dwight Howard wins the dunk contest here in simulation. Tracy McGrady winning the three-point contest over there in Orlando. Let's finish out this season. So we go 64-18. LeBron getting MVP once again. Bargnani getting Rookie of the Year. Jason Terry getting Sixth Man. Depoy going to LeBron. Gary Payne, Most Improved. We get Coach of the Year with your Bobcats, Murray Evans. Grizzlies do get Executive of the Year though. Dwayne Wade, Tracy McGrady, LeBron James, Tim Duncan, and Shaq get on your first team here. Second team, you had Gilbert Arenas, Kobe Bryant, Chris Bosh, Kevin Garnett, and Chris Kaman. All-NBA third team, you had Dwight Howard getting on an All-NBA team for the second year in a row. Paul Pierce, Melo, Jason Richardson, and Chauncey Billups finishing out that third team. All-defensive first team, you had Ben Wallace, AK-47, LeBron, D. Wade, and Kobe. All-defensive second team, you had Shaq, Chris Bosh, Tim Duncan, Vince Carter, and Ron Artest. All-rookie first team was Bargnani, Adam Morrison, Rudy Gay, Alexi Gorna, I think he's auto-generated, and LaMarcus Aldridge. All-rookie second team, you had Brandon Roy, Kyle Lowry, Rajon Rondo, Jordan Farmar, and Paul Millsap. Ended up as the first seed once again. They got the Heat listed as the 4th seed, even though they're really the 2nd seed. The Celtics should be the 7th seed, but they got them listed as the 3rd seed. So just a 2K glitch error on their part. It is what it is. So we'll probably have to face the Heat in the second round once again. Gonna do like we did last year and run a 9-man rotation and take Reggie Evans out the lineup. No, I think we were running Reggie Evans in that lineup even then. Gonna give Bogut some more minutes as well as Rafer Alston. Let's look at these Pacers here. Being led by Brad Miller, Al Harrington, Chris Duhon. They have Jermaine O'Neal, who's gonna be dealing with right knee tendonitis. He'll be out this series. Leandro Barbosa, Jeff Foster, White Chocolate here. So not a bad team, but not a great team. Should take them out pretty easily. We win game 1 by 16 points. Chris Paul leading the way with 28 and 10. Dwight getting 23 and 18. Zach Randolph 16 and 10. I love it. We lose a close one in game 2. Pacers had a good lead throughout the game, but we almost came back. Just chalk it up to a bad game, no adjustments. Let's dominate from here on out. So 124-89. Chris Paul leading the way with 26 and 10 and 6 steals. 25 and 15 for Zach Randolph. Morris Peterson has a broken left ankle. Luckily, we have Gerald Wallace. We're going to let Craig Smith get some minutes just to fill that backup wing role. But we're really going to let Gerald Wallace get a lot of minutes. 33 minutes for Gerald Wallace. We'll up Maggette to 31, up CP3 to 37, as well as Zach Randolph and Dwight Howard, 37 for all of them. Ben Gordon as our 6th man will get 24 minutes. Throw 21 to Bogut. We're going to give Craig Smith 10 minutes here. Let's see how that does us for this next game. I accidentally did Simcast live. Damn it. Pacers getting another one on us, man. Fuck. So we let the 8th seed tie it up 2-2, man. That's disappointing. I figured we'd be out of this series by now. Going into game 5. So we will take game 5, 112-95. Maggette led the way this time in scoring. Chris Paul with 14 assists. Dwight Howard with 14 rebounds. Do not let him go to game 7. Let's take out the 8th seed like we should. Please and thank you. It's 130-79. Dwight Howard with 34 and 14, 15 and 13 for Chris Paul, 12 and 17 for Zach Randolph. Maggette getting 21 points. We are going to get a rematch against the Miami Heat here. They are the 4th seed, even though they should be the 2nd seed. They won 59 games. LeBron James, Gilbert Arenas. They got no Caron Butler this series. That could be our saving grace this year. But we still got LeBron James and Agent Zero to worry about. LeBron's a 97, Agent Zero's a 95. We saw LeBron's stats. What did Gilbert average? He's averaging 37 points a game in these playoffs so far. 37, 8, and 9. During the season, he averaged 25, 7, and 8. Holy shit, Gilbert. No adjustments. Let's see how we do in game one. Bobcats take it in game one. We beat them in overtime. They put up 0 in overtime, and we win by 10. Great fourth quarter overtime effort to win that game. CP3 with 31 points, 8 assists, 17 points, 20 rebounds for Randolph. Let's keep it going. We go up 2-0, win by 3 in this one, 115 to 112. CP3 with 34 and 15, getting 24 and 12 in these playoffs. 16 and 16 for Zach Randolph. Dwight's been a little quiet. He fouled out this game. We're up 2-0 on the Heat. A little bit less tension in the shoulders. Can we go up 3-0? So Heat kill us in this one. LeBron putting up 42. He said that's enough of that. Maggette leading the way in scoring. He put up 19 shots. I'm going to do playthrough star because I'm tired of seeing these inconsistent scoring patterns. That's the only adjustment I'm going to make. Let's go up 3-1, y'all. Change it to playthrough star and we get a nice victory here, 114 to 98. Dwight with 21 and 10. Zach Randolph with 18 and 11. Chris Paul 14 and 17. Much more balanced stat line here. Up 3-1 on these Bobcats. Let's go on to the Eastern Conference Finals, Cats. Let's do it. Let's get it done. Let's beat this Miami Heat. We are going to do it. We kill them here in Game 5. Gentlemen sweep the Miami Heat 109 to 88. These Bobcats are ready. 21 and 12 for Chris Paul. Skip to my Lou with 18 points in this game. That's how you know we've taken a big step up. Gentlemen sweep them when they beat us in 7 last year. Looks like we might face Cleveland. So the job is not finished. Cleveland beats Detroit in 7. You got Memphis and San Antonio out west. Take a look at that Cleveland roster, led by Carmelo Anthony, Elton Brand, last year's Finals MVP, Zydrunas Ilgauskas, Ricky Davis. No Speedy Claxton, he's out 2 to 4 weeks. So they're a little bit thin at that point guard spot right now. But other than that, they have a really good team. No adjustments. Let's see how we do in game one. Back and forth game with the Cavs killing us in the second half, especially the third quarter. Close game one, not going to adjust just yet. Let's see how we do in game two. Narrow victory here in game two, 119 to 117. Came back in the end to win it. 24 and 11 for Chris Paul. Maggette getting 22 this game, 16 and 10 for Dwight. Melo getting 25, 11 and 7. Elton Brand with 22 points. Get a nice victory here in game 3. We go up 2-1, 117 to 102. Dwight Howard leading the way with 35 points this game. Zach Randolph with 20 points and 3 rebounds. 14 and 7 for Chris Paul. He fouled out. He had 6 steals as well. Go up 2-1 on the Cavs. 125 to 90. We're up 3-1. We're 1 win away from these NBA Finals. One more victory. Bobcats, let's do it. Damn it. We're down 3-2. They kill us. Well, they didn't kill us, but outbeat us in the second half. Maggette, whenever he leads us in scoring, we lose. That's how you know we had a bad game. Melo dropping 34. All we need is one more victory. Grizzlies swept the Spurs. We got to go see them Grizzly Bears. No, Bobcats, let's go. Damn it. 108 to 102. We go to game 7. We let these motherfuckers do it. Why? Why do we do this? I'm taking Craig Smith out. I'm giving 37 to Randolph and Dwight. Giving 31 to Ben Wallace. I'm giving 32 to Ben Wallace. And that's how we're doing it. We got one more game. Let's finish it out. Don't let me down, Bobcats. 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 What happened, bro? What happened? Why did we just fold like that? We were up 3-1. We were up 3-1, bro. We were up 3-1. I don't know what y'all are smoking on, man. Grizzlies, Cavs rematch. Cavs win the chip. Melo gets Finals MVP this year. And that makes me pissed off, bro. Gary Payton is going to retire here. Juwan Howard, going to let all these guys walk. Bruce Bowen, going to let all these guys walk. Doug Collins will override. Ricky Jones is going to retire here. Gary Payton going to the Hall of Fame and getting his jersey retired. Historic changes this season. Bobcats doing a rebrand here. Atlanta Hawks as well. The Wizards and Sixers all doing a rebrand. No rule changes, anything like that. We have the 30th pick Hawks get first, Raptors get second, Mavericks get third. We do have the 19th pick from that Spurs pick. And we got Kevin Durant in this draft. We kind of fucked ourselves with our coach and we're kind of stuck with him. So we're just going to keep him. Oh, damn. I just realized we have 3 first-round picks. I didn't even see that. We had the Bucks pick, too. Not getting any good offers for these picks. So it looks like we got 4 draft picks. We're going to go Jeff Green here with the 19th overall pick. Welcome to the Bobcats, Jeff Green. Let's simulate to this 27th pick. Wilson Chandler still here. Aaron Aflalo still here. We will grab Wilson Chandler, though. Welcome, Wilson Chandler. And we got the 30th pick. Can Aflalo fall? Just 2 more picks. And we get Aaron Aflalo. What a draft. What a draft. Simulate to the second round. We'll just draft this guy and not sign him. So KD going to the Hawks first overall here. Greg Oden going second to the Raptors. Mike Conley going to the Mavericks. Al Horford to the Knicks. Rodney Stuckey to the Bulls. Joakim Noah to the Sixers. Bulls pass on Joakim Noah. Nick Young going to the Supersonics. Marc Gasol to the Magic. I will decline PJ Tucker and Steve Novak's team options, because we have all those draft picks we're bringing in. I will extend a qualifying offer to all 3 of these guys, Nate Robinson, Dante Jones, and Andrew Bogut. I messed up not extending Morris Peterson and Corey Maggette, so we got to get them both back. We got to bring back Bogut. We got to bring back Skip to my Lou, Nate Robinson, but I'm not too worried about it. Go ahead and offer Corey Maggette another 2-year offer for about $6 million a year. Morris Peterson, though, we will offer another 2-year contract too, about $5 million a year for 2 years. Bogut, an absolute abysmal free throw shooter. I forgot to look at team stats last year. My bad, guys. Really like Bogut as a backup. Offer him like 2 years, $2.3 million. All those guys will agree. Bogut, Morris Peterson, Corey Maggette, welcome back. We can extend Dwight Howard. We'll give him whatever he wants. 5 years, $13 million. Sounds good. He accepts. Still got Zach Randolph on 2 years of his contract. We could probably wait till next offseason. Gerald Wallace, we will extend. He only wants $2 million a year for 2 years. I guess he's just not going to become the Gerald Wallace that we all know and love. Still got Chris Paul with 2 years left on his rookie deal. Rafer Alston will give a minimum contract to. I'm going to give Birdman an offer, 1-year minimum deal. Both those guys accept. We'll wait to see what Nate Robinson gets offered and Dante Jones. Might have to say goodbye to Dante Jones, unfortunately. He just never gets any playing time here. And I'm going to offer Nate Robinson a 2-year, $1 million contract, just so we don't lose him. So we bring back Nate Robinson. That's going to be your team. Let's go into player progression. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Chris Paul jumping 5 overall to a 93. Dwight Howard jumping to an 87, 3 overall. Zach Randolph staying at an 85. Corey Maggette regressing 1 to an 81. But Morris Peterson jumping 1 to an 80. Ben Gordon regressing 1 to a 74. We got Craig Smith going into his second year. He's a 73 now. So we definitely got better just off the progression alone. We're basically the same team as last year. No Reggie Evans. Could go a lot of different directions now at that backup power forward spot. Could do double bigs with Birdman and Bogut. Let a rookie Jeff Green get in there most likely. We also got Craig Smith, Wilson Chandler as well. Excited to see how we do. I think we have some cap room left too, which is kind of nuts. $2 million in cap room, so really nice job. Main reason because Dwight and Chris Paul are still on their rookie deals. Got Dwight's extension kicking in next year. We'll have to extend Chris Paul in the offseason. I think it's time to go win a championship though. How about y'all? I'm pushing it with my battery here. If we don't get the chip this season, I'm gonna have to come back to this video. I think we'll get it done though, no doubt about it. So very similar lineup to last year, man. We got 35 going to Chris Paul. He's wearing number 9 here, by the way. 29 going to Maggette. 27 going to Morris Peterson. 33 going to Zach Randolph, 33 to Dwight Howard. Gerald Wallace once again as our 6th man. I feel like we should start him and let Morris Peterson be the 6th man. I just might do it. We'll hold off. But Gerald Wallace is the 6th man getting 25 minutes. 17 to Bogut, 17 to Ben Gordon, 12 to Skip to my Lou, 12 to a rookie Jeff Green. Not playing Birdman or Craig Smith. Nate Robinson, Wilson Chandler, and Aaron Aflalo. That's a hell of a third unit though. I'm going to keep playthrough star on just because I feel like we were performing better with that. Once again, probably not going to be able to do a whole lot of mentoring just because this is a young team. So no mentorship this year. Sucks, but it is what it is. We're 4 stars with post-centric now. I don't think we are better anywhere else. So really going all in on this post-centric 2000s identity. We're off to the races. Let's stop playing around. Let's go get it this year. Chris Paul with a strained left hip for 2 to 4 weeks. So we are going to start Skip to My Lou and play Nate Robinson while we wait on Chris Paul to get back. Chris Paul is back. We're 30-8. We are on fire right now. Take Nate Robinson out. Go back to our regular minutes. We got so much talent on this bench that we're not even using. It's crazy. It sucks that we have nobody to mentor them either while they're not playing. So it's like the development is probably being hindered there. Ray for Alston with a pinched nerve. Just going to put in Nate Robinson. Oh, shit. Dwight Howard's hurt too. Left arm hairline fracture 4 to 6 weeks. So no Dwight Howard as well. Bogut's going to be starting at center while we wait on Dwight to get back. Morris Peterson is fatigued. So let's start Gerald Wallace and see how we do with that. Morris Peterson as the 6th man with Ben Gordon, Birdman, Jeff Green, and Nate Robinson. Trade deadline is here. I don't want to stop. Let's keep going. Rafer Alston has healed, so we'll take out Nate Robinson. Now Bogut has a strained Achilles 2 to 4 weeks, so now we are low on center depth with Bogut and Dwight gone. Thank God we have Birdman. That was a good signing. A couple more weeks till Dwight and Bogut get back. We'll just have to weather the storm. I guess Jeff Green's going to be like that backup center, and we'll run Wilson Chandler in there as well. Give Birdman 33 minutes and give Zach Randolph 35. Got extra minutes going to the power forwards here. No backup center. Could run Zach Randolph at the center and Birdman as the backup. That might be better. We'll start Gerald Wallace at the 4, Morris Peterson at the 3, with Ben Gordon as our 6th man. Ben Gordon going to get 23 minutes, and then Birdman getting 22 as the backup big there. Wilson Chandler getting 12 minutes. So let's see how that does. Well, we lose to the Magic with that lineup, and Zach Randolph has a torn right hamstring for 4 to 6 weeks. Beautiful. So no Zach Randolph, no Bogut, no Dwight Howard. Got like another week until Dwight's back. It's going to be rough. I don't got the energy to spit it out. This is our lineup. You can see it here. Starting Birdman at the 5. We basically got Jeff Green as the backup center here. Approaching the All-Star break, J.R. Smith won the dunk contest and the three-point contest. That's the first time I've seen a player win both in 2K. See if we got any All-Stars. Okay, there's Chris Paul. Did I miss him last year? Oh, so he did make an All-Star. He made an All-Star team his rookie year. I guess I just didn't see him. And he made All-Star this year. Dwight Howard and Zach Randolph are both hurt, so they're not going to be able to be on the All-Star team. Here's your West All-Star lineup. Did pretty good. We won most of our games with that lineup, and we finally got Dwight Howard back. Still got Gerald Wallace at the 4. We've been winning with that lineup, so love that. I'm going to even out the minutes between him and Morris Peterson. Shit, and I'll give Dwight even more minutes, 35. We'll give him 17 just for Birdman, 17 for Jeff Green, 15 for Skip to My Lou, just 12 going to Craig Smith. It's saying we should give him 28. I disagree. Let's keep it going. And now Skip to My Lou, 2 to 4 weeks with an ankle sprain. I'm just going to throw Nate Robinson in there. Easy peasy. Andrew Bogut's back. We're going to take out Birdman, just 17 going to Bogut. Let's finish out this regular season on top, man. First in the conference, first in the power rankings. Craig Smith, 1 to 2 weeks with a sprained knee. We'll just throw in Wilson Chandler. Getting way too many injuries now. Nobody eligible for extension besides Zach Randolph. We're going to wait on him. Zach Randolph is back just before these playoffs, so now just waiting on Skip to My Lou. Gerald Wallace, 2 to 4 weeks. This is the injury year. We've been very, very blessed and fortunate with not having these injuries, and now they're stacking up. Like Craig Smith, get back in there, even though I should probably play Birdman. My battery is critically low. Let's win the finals in these playoffs, and let's get this video done with. So LeBron, I'm pretty sure this is his 4th MVP in a row with the Heat. 29, 9, and 8. Kevin Durant getting Rookie of the Year with the Atlanta Hawks. Jason Terry getting 6th Man of the Year. He's won a couple of those now in this simulation. LeBron getting DPOY once again. Justin Carney, Most Improved. Back-to-back Coach of the Year, Murray Evans with 65 wins, first in the conference. And the Miami Heat executive gets Executive of the Year, so they're sleeping on us, man. Chris Paul with your Charlotte Bobcats getting on the All-NBA first team. He's made All-Star, All-NBA first team. Now we just got to get him Finals MVP. Dwayne Wade, LeBron, Tim Duncan, and Dwight Howard as well. We get 2 All-NBA first team players from your Bobcats, and Chris Paul and Dwight Howard, both 22 years old. Very nice. All-NBA second team, you got Jason Kidd, Kobe Bryant, Dirk Nowitzki, Kevin Durant, and Yao Ming. Third team is Gilbert Arenas, Tracy McGrady, Elton Brand, Paul Pierce, and Shaquille O'Neal. We really built this thing up, man. Chris Paul here in year 3, Dwight here in year 4. both of our first round draft picks in back-to-back years, taking us to 3 first seeds in a row now. 3 first seeds in a row. That's crazy. All defensive first team, you got Kobe, Dwayne Wade, LeBron, Tim Duncan, and Dwight Howard on there with your Bobcats. Defensive second team is Jason Kidd, second year Brandon Roy, Bargnani, Elton Brand, and Ben Wallace. All rookie first team, you got Kevin Durant, Rodney Stuckey, Al Horford, Greg Oden, and Anthony Randolph. All rookie second team is Reynaldo Morales, Mike Conley, Nick Young, Gary Neal, and Marcus Saul. Look at player stats and team stats real quick. Chris Paul leading the way in scoring and assists, of course, 12.5 assists, 22 points on 50, 40, 90 shooting. Well, 84% free throw. That's really unlike him. I just assumed he was over 90%. Almost 19 points and 11 rebounds, a steal, and 2 blocks for Dwight Howard on 65% shooting. Zach Randolph in 64 games got 15 points, 11 boards. Corey Maggette here getting 13 points, 4 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 35% from 3. Morris Peterson shooting 40% from 3, 13 points on 28 minutes. Doing real solid, them two in that starting lineup. Gerald Wallace shot 51% this year from the field, got 8 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and half a block. Jeff Green in his rookie year on 14 minutes getting 8 points on 47% shooting. Rookie Jeff Green played in 81 games. Rafer Alston here as our backup point guard got 8 points, 3.5 assists. Ben Gordon shooting 45% from 3, 7.5 points on 19 minutes. Craig Smith not doing too bad. Birdman shooting 40%, but did solid. He filled in for us through those injuries for sure. Bogut, only 4.5 points, but 7.5 rebounds, 1.3 blocks. Definitely more efficient than Birdman. Not really looking for him to be a scorer anyway. Nate Robinson not doing too great. 45% from 3, but 34% from the field is ugly. And Wilson Chandler not looking too bad in the very few games he played. And Aaron Aflalo got to play in a couple games. Look at team stats real quick. Your Bobcats, 4th best offense in the league with 111. Allowed 97 points a game. That was best defense again in the league. With a 14.2 point differential, was best in the league. 2nd best field goal efficiency. The best 3-point efficiency with 42% as a team. That's absurd. So we probably could be running, honestly, a more balanced offense, because I guarantee you we were last in 3-point attempts. 9.7, damn near last. About 10 threes a game. The Grizzlies only shot 4 threes a game, and they were first in the West. That's crazy. Miami Heat, 2nd best in the East, 2nd in the power rankings. They got glitched out again, but they shot the 3rd less threes. A lot of good teams on here that don't shoot threes, but 4 threes a game is crazy. Mavericks shot 25 or 24.8. Pistons shot 20. Celtics shooting a lot. We were 6th in offensive boards with 15. Total rebounds with 52.9. That was 2nd best behind the Nets, so not quite as dominant on the boards. We had a lot of injuries at the center spot though, so we had to run a lot of small lineups for a good portion of the season. We were 7th in assists, 9th in steals with 7.9, 22nd in blocks, number 1 in points off turnovers, 6.3. That's amazing. And 6th in second chance points with 13.6. Points in the paint, we were 5th with 44.7. Mid-bench unit with the best opponent field goal percentage being 43%. Best opponent 3-point percentage at 29%, almost 30%. That's amazing. Best defense by far. One of the best rebounding teams. The best offense. We're going up against these Bulls once again in the first round. I believe that was our matchup 2 years ago. I think we're ready now more than ever. We're all healthy. We're deep. Our young guys have developed. And our superstars, all NBA first team. This has got to be the year. We are going to start off these playoffs with a 10-man rotation, but very heavy minutes for these starters. 37 going to CP3 and Dwight, 33 going to Zebo here, 31 going to Corey Maggette, 29 to Morris Peterson, 25 to Gerald Wallace. And then we're giving 12 to the rest of these guys: Ben Gordon, Andrew Bogut, Rafer Alston, and Jeff Green. If Gerald Wallace isn't performing how we need him to, we may try to balance it out a little bit more. I do want him to be a focal point of this team, just because, like I said, when I think of the Charlotte Bobcats, I think of Gerald Wallace. So we're giving him good minutes. Let's look at that Bulls roster real quick. They got Kmart. They got a auto-generated Garrison Valentine. 17 badges here. Injured with a strained right hip. Tyson Chandler has a torn ACL. Should be easy pickings. 123 to 73. Chris Paul leading the way. Got your stats here. I expect a sweep. 109 to 89. Up 2-0. And we do sweep the Bulls here. We rematch with the Heat. Again, they were 62-20, only 3 games back. You see the standings here. They should have been 3rd. They were 4th once again. No Cavaliers this year in the playoffs. That's crazy. After they went back-to-back is nuts. So this is our year, man. Yeah, no Elton Brand, that's why. So looking at the Miami Heat, no more Gilbert Arenas. It's Amari Stoudemire now and LeBron James. Caron Butler dealing with a strained hip. Juwan Dixon dealing with an Achilles injury. They got Kurt Thomas, Hedo Turkoglu, Ty Lue. This team honestly looks worse than it was before. I'm expecting big things this series. I think we gentlemen swept them last year. Let's go for the clean sweep this year. 103-99. CP3 leading the way. Corey Maggette is hurt though. Damn it. All right, let's go see what that's about. Torn left hamstring. He's going to be out the rest of these playoffs. So I am going to throw Morris Peterson at that shooting guard spot and Gerald Wallace in the starting lineup and kind of rely on Ben Gordon to be the 6th man and probably just go down to a 9-man rotation. So Gerald Wallace getting 30 minutes in that 3 spot with Morris Peterson at the 2 getting 32 minutes. If we lose this game, I'm going to put Ben Gordon in there instead. But Ben Gordon is our 6th man getting 24 minutes. I might go a double big bench and put in Chris Anderson to even out these minutes, but let's see how we do in this game. We're up 1-0. We win 131-115. Nice win here. Dwight leading the way this time. Only 5 boards from him though. Chris Paul getting 18, 12, and 16. Zebo getting 20 and 13. Morris Peterson stepping up with 20 points. Jeff Green getting 15 points in 13 minutes. Ben Gordon getting 14. Nice. Up 2-0 on Miami. 127-115. We're up 3-0. Chris Paul with 20 assists, 29 and 20. Morris Peterson stepping in when we need him most. Gerald Wallace having a good game this time. Ben Gordon doing good off the bench. So is Jeff Green. Jeff Green's doing really good. Clean sweep on Miami Heat here, 101-83. CP3, 21-7-9. 18 and 14 for Zach Randolph, 17 and 13 for Dwight Howard with 6 blocks, 4 steals for CP3. Jeff Green, what's he averaging? He's getting 9 points a game on 13 minutes, shooting 67% from the field, 100% from 3. He is beyond clutch right now for us as a rookie. And we are going to be facing Detroit, who swept Boston. Detroit has been doing nothing but sweeping just like ourselves. Let's look at their roster. So the Pistons, they got Chauncey Billups, Richard Hamilton, Ron Artest. They got Ben Wallace, who's dealing with a strained left hip, and Jason Collins, who's dealing with shin splints. It's not affecting their overall too bad, but may hamper their play. They're going to be without Leandro Barbosa, huge shooting piece for them. They got Channing Frye, Nick Collison, Trevor Ariza. Like, this is a squad right here. I think we should beat them without any adjustments. You got Memphis and Golden State out west. Let's get it done, y'all. Morris Peterson dealing with a sore right knee. I'm going to decrease Morris Peterson down to 25 minutes. Give 15 to Jeff Green. He's doing so good. I want to give him more, but I'm not going to. And 21 to Bogut, 25 to Ben Gordon. Kind of let him recover a little bit. It's saying we should give less minutes to Gerald Wallace. He's at plus 12.4 in these playoffs, though. 124-89. We blow him out the water in this first game. 34 and 11 for CP3. Zebo getting 27 and 10. 22 and 13 for Dwight Howard. 12 rebounds for Bogut. Very nice. 142-104. And my confidence is sky high right now. 38 and 7 for Dwight, 32 and 10 for Zebo, 13 and 11 for Chris Paul. Detroit getting themselves a win here, 125-114. So 98-89, they really held us to a low score in this game. Dwight Howard having a really bad game. Gerald Wallace is really off. Unfortunately, I got to take more minutes from Gerald Wallace. So I'm going to give Ray Frosted a couple more minutes. We're bringing Gerald Wallace off the bench again, giving him 22 minutes, 19 for Bogut. I'm starting Ben Gordon with 27 minutes, giving 31 to Morris Peterson back in that 3 spot. Ben Gordon playing against his former team. Hasn't played with them in this simulation, but in real life he has. Get a little more shooting, a little more offense in that starting lineup. And it does pay off. We win 103-96. Dwight Howard with 26 and 11. 22, 6, and 12 for Chris Paul. Morris Peterson with 18. Ben Gordon didn't do a whole lot in that starting lineup, but we won the game. So we're up 3-2. One more win to the finals. Let's not have a collapse like last year, fellas. We've learned, we've grown, and the Pistons are blowing us out the water right now. We're going to game 7. Dude. Richard Hamilton putting up 27 on us. You know what? I'm going back to my OG lineup. putting Morris Peterson at the 2, Gerald Wallace at the 3, Ben Gordon as the 6th man. We're going to give Gerald Wallace 28 minutes. And I'm going to tell you why. Because we're going to put him right up on Richard Hamilton. And he's going to be guarding Richard Hamilton for Game 7. And he's going to be the reason why we get to the NBA Finals. I'm manifesting it now. Game 7 against Detroit. Back and forth game, but we're behind a little bit. Bobcats coming back. 97-89. Gerald Wallace with 1 steal and a block. Richard Hamilton getting 44 points. 11 for 23 with Gerald Wallace guarding him. So maybe he wasn't the reason we got to these finals, but damn it, we did it. 97-89. CP3 with 20 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. He's averaging 20 and 11 in these playoffs. My battery's dying. We got to get this done. Going up against these Grizzlies here, shooting the 4 threes a game. Dwayne Wade has a broken right leg. Paul Gasol, Andre Miller, Paul Millsap, Shane Battier is going to be out with a torn calf. Now's the time to win the finals, Bobcats. Now is the time. Kill him in the first half, steal game 1, 106-81. CP3 with 24 and 11. Bogut has a sprained left ankle, so we will put in Birdman here. Give Zach Randolph 33. Give Birdman 17, as well as Rafer Alston and Jeff Green. Still a 9-man rotation. Ben Gordon's getting 23. Let's go. 112-93. My battery's on 2%. Hang in there, laptop. We're up 3-0. 24 and 18 for CP3. One more win. Don't you die on me, laptop. Don't you die on me. We're going to do it, y'all. Bobcats are going to be champions. Charlotte Bobcats, your 2007 NBA champions, baby. 2007-2008 NBA champs. Gerald Wallace there. Let's go, man. Let's go. This was a grind. This was a well-deserved chip. Shout out CP3. Shout out Dwight Howard. Shout out Zebo. Shout out this ugly-ass coach we got. Charlotte Bobcats are going to be hoisting a championship trophy. Let's go, baby. There goes Gerald Wallace. There he goes, holding up that trophy. Well-deserved. CP3, your finals MVP, baby. Well-deserved. Well-deserved. Yes, sir. Charlotte Bobcats, your NBA champions. CP3 with 23 and 16 in these finals with 5 rebounds as well, 2 steals, 100% from the free throw, almost 50, 40, 100. What a video. We finally did it. My battery's on 1%, so I'm going to get out of here, y'all. This was the resurrection of the Charlotte Bobcats. Hit that like button down below for me if you enjoyed the video. This was really, really fun. We got more videos coming to you every week. Subscribe if you're trying to join the micro. So yeah. My laptop died on that one. We won that championship on a 1% battery. But yeah, I think the funniest thing of that whole rebuild was I was so convinced that head coach was a real person. He looked so specific, you know, he was like balding at the top. His name was Murray Evans III. It was such a specific name. We could not get a good head coach. So I was just convinced that he was a real person, even though I had never heard of him. Just announced that CP3 is officially retiring at the end of the season, so it was cool we could get him a ring, as well as Gerald Wallace. For any surviving Charlotte Bobcats fans out there, this one was for y'all. I hope you enjoyed the video. I appreciate it if you made it all the way to the end here. Go ahead and hit that like button down below if you did enjoy it, and hit that subscribe button for me as well. Everybody have a good Thanksgiving, happy holidays. Go see your family. Go eat that great food. Keep doing y'all's thing. I'm going to keep doing mine. Let me know in the comment section down below what video you'd like to see next. Show some love because you will get it right back. I am Dylan. I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Peace.